And we are live. What is up, everyone? Welcome on in. Happy Monday. I hope everyone's having a good day. Anayalal, what is up? No, you won't believe this is the end. That's why it's in question marks. We don't know if we'll finish tonight or we'll finish tomorrow or some other time. It was just lucky that on the last stream last Thursday, we finished the middle part and it's now the latter. So I don't know. This might take a while. This might take a while, rather. Anyway, yeah, more in the Ace Attorney. So yeah, like what I've mentioned, it is the final case and it's the final part. Allegedly, latter the masterminds through face. So yeah, we'll get into it. Just a recap. Yeah, murders were found and it seems that the real mastermind is part of the circus. So let's find out who he is. Well, we found out who he is, but we'll confirm maybe. I don't know. All right. Yo, Coburn, what's up? Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you too as well. Hope you're having a good Monday. Hope you're having an awesome Monday and a good night. Mobile getting some dinner. All right, no worries. Go get some dinner. Go get your food. I will be here up until we finish this or I stop at the point which is worth stopping at. Anyway, let's do this. Let's do this. Going okay, nice. All right, where we stopped last time, April 6th, 5:30 p.m. Very Big Circus, Big Top. Turnabout, Big Top. Oh, hi, Mr. Edgeworth. Did you guys come to watch the show? Hello, Miss Barry. Hello, Mr. Saint. Cooking, so you're gonna be watching your phone. All right, no worries. Keep an eye on your food. Don't let it burn. Anyway, you're a little early, I'm afraid. We're still practicing. But I'm glad you kept your promise. Yes, I remembered you giving me this. That's so great. You're gonna have so much fun. I think even you'll be surprised, Mr. Edgeworth. Huh? I think you've surprised me enough for one day already. What are you talking about? Would you mind looking at this photograph, Miss Berry? That's the eye painted on the balloon you used to advertise the circus, correct? Oh, yeah. What is this exactly? I have a strong suspicion that the balloon was used by the criminal we've been looking for. You do? Who's usually in charge of the balloon, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, that would be Simeon. But wait, you don't mean... Mr. Sane, you took the balloon out late the other night, didn't you? Sure, I was practicing. I'm still pretty bad at flying it, so I needed to put in some extra hours. At night? When it would have been even more difficult than usual? A strange time to decide to practice. But why else would I have taken the balloon out? What are you saying? That you weren't practicing at all. You were taking an unconscious Kate to the top of the big building in order to frame her for the murder of Rosie Ringer. The security cameras never recorded Kate taking the elevator up to the top, which means she must have gotten there another way, from the sky. And the only person able to make that happen would have been you. But, Mr. Edgeworth, I don't understand. That's not all you did. You also attacked Sean at the garbage disposal area, drugged him, and carried him away. That's why you were late for the hearing at the courthouse, wasn't it? I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I do any of those things? Please, you have to believe me. I'd never ever do anything like that. I wish I could believe you, but I can't. Any trust I had in you has been completely destroyed. Wow, trust issues. That's horrible. Why would you say that? You told me back at the jail. You said you believed I was innocent. Don't have to worry about that, we're friends. We know what it's like to be in your shoes. We're all part of the same club after all, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Unfortunately so, I'm afraid. Thank you for sharing such personal details with us. By the sound of it, you had little reason to kill Knight. If anything, you're the one most affected by his passing. And what's more, I simply don't believe a person as gentle as you is capable of murder. Rest assured, we believe you, and we will get you out of here. This is just awful. I never thought you'd lie to me. We didn't lie. I swear, Simeon, You said you knew what it was like to be me. I trusted you. That hurts, Kay. It hurts so much. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. This is Simeon we're talking about. He's not a bad person. Objection! I see it now. That's your strategy, isn't it? With everybody. You root out their psychological weaknesses and exploit them. Psyops. And without even realizing it, they wind up doing exactly what you want them to. Exactly the behavior one would expect from the arch manipulator behind all our recent troubles. I was too blind to see it before, but you won't fool me again. Simeon Saint, you are guilty of crimes too numerous to mention. Ooh, so that's how you want to play it, huh? You always did have the courage of your convictions, I guess. Luckily, grinding people's self-belief into dust is kind of a hobby of mine. Reveal? Oh my god, money is with him? How dare that monkey? Oh. Well done, all of you. Well, this is certainly a side of him we haven't seen before. So much for the trainee animal tamer. Who wouldn't hurt a fly? I guess that was all an act. But I'm glad we're finally getting to meet the real you. Simeon, this can't be true, can it? Truth, lies, what does it matter? Huh? All you need to know is that Mr. Edgeworth here has made me very mad indeed. And now he's going to pay. I was just out practicing. Sure, I went up in the balloon a couple of nights ago, but I was just practicing. I guess somebody took that picture when I flew by the big building. I fly around the area doing promo stuff for the circus all the time. Nothing to see here, Miles. Nothing at all. Nothing to see here, move it along. So you go up in the balloon reasonably often? Yeah, promoting the circus like I said. Is that true, Miss Berry? Well, it's true that it's Simeon's job to go up in the balloon and spread the word. I guess just about everybody in the area would have seen him up there by now. Well, that same balloon was used in the commission of a crime. Nonsense, I just happened to be in the area where it happened. Somebody took a picture when I was floating past the big building, that is all. I'll be the judge of whether you just happened to be nearby, thank you very much. Rebuttal. Okay, sure went up in the balloon a couple of nights ago. Just practicing. This balloon, do you usually launch it from here at the circus? No, you need a wide open space. There's a park over by Sunshine Coliseum. That's where I usually take off from. I see. And how do you get the balloon to the park to launch it? Not by hand, that's for sure. That thing must weigh a few 100 pounds. It's kind of impressive that it can even get off the ground now that I think about it. I'd prefer it if you didn't change the subject. How do you transport the balloon? Wow, give a guy a break, will you? It's not like I was getting miles off track. Sheesh. We use a truck, okay? You just load it on the back and away you go. A truck, you say? Yeah, last time I took it out would have been 2 days ago. That could be important. I'd better keep it in mind. Last time I took the balloon out on the truck would have been then, the day before last.
Hold it!
So just to confirm, the truck hasn't been anywhere else since then. Why would you need to confirm that? I just told you, didn't I? Answer the question. Or are you trying to avoid this one too? Oh, that was a cheap shot even for you. If I say something, you don't need to confirm it because I just said it. See how that works? But since you insist, the truck's been parked out back since the day before last. And the balloon was still loaded on the back, basket and all. Now explain to me why that even matters. Not right now. I think I'll just thank you for giving me a straight answer for once and leave it there. So he means to insist that the truck has been parked here since 2 days ago. I think you might have let more slip there than you realize, Mr. Saint. Are you done? Alright, as I was saying, I guess somebody took that picture when I flew by the big building. So you're saying you just happened to fly past somebody with a camera too? Ooh, I get it. I'm starting to understand how you think, Miles. Next, you'll say something like, there's no way that was a coincidence, right? Then it's down to the slippery slope to, there's no such thing as coincidences. Now there's a scary thought. Grr, that's not what Mr. Etcherith is saying at all. Why can't he just... Don't play into his hands, Kay. He's deliberately trying to frustrate us. He's hoping that by needling us, he'll be able to avoid the question. And why do you think he'd be trying to do that? Because he's a clown? No, because he's got something to hide. Precisely. Oh hey, it's the clown. So we can't let up. We have to stay on the offensive. But we have to remain calm while doing so. Gotcha. Hey Simeon, this is a highly capable prosecutor's assistant. This highly capable prosecutor's assistant has a question for you. Are you trying to tell us you just happened to fly past the big building? He's right, you know, I wasn't going to answer. I could just ride the clown car. Oh my god, the balloon is the clown car. Why didn't I think of that? But you're so bad at this, Kay, I'd guess I'd better throw you a bone. Fly around the area doing promo stuff. You're in charge of both the promotional work the balloon is used for and the balloon itself. Is that correct? You don't believe a word I say, do you? But it's true. Ask the boss. Right, boss? Yep, Simeon's in charge of keeping it clean and making sure it's all working properly and everything. I don't think anybody ever touches it except for him. Not lately, anyhow. Interesting. I think we can safely say he was in the balloon when it was photographed the other night. But if he's our mastermind, there are parts of his plan he would have had to carry out today too. Perhaps we need to dig into those a little more. Why the big silence? It's not like this is tricky stuff to process. There was a balloon. It was flying through the sky, like balloons do. End of story. Nothing to see here, Miles. Nothing at all.
Hold it!
Is that so? Not only were you flying at night, multiple crimes were committed on that same evening. And you expect me to believe that there's nothing to see, as you put it? Are you trying to provoke me, Miles? It's not very nice, you know, starting fights with people. I'm a clown. We're all about smiles, not frowns. He's certainly skilled at steering the conversation away from the topic at hand. But that's not going to help him. I just have to stay on the attack. We don't know a whole lot about this balloon just yet. I think we should try and learn a little more about it. Okay, so... what can we present? I think that... this is the statement. Yeah. Why was it added? So I think... so probably... if you don't know, probably in Ace Attorney, if a statement was added to the testimony, most likely that is the one you need to press further or present evidence on. So I think this is the statement. Now, truck. I remember there was some blue truck evidence, right? Oh, this is it. Yep, this is it. Parked in front of the big building. Unless there's something else. Nope, that's it. That's the truck.
Objection!
Yep. This truck, it wouldn't happen to be blue by any chance. It's a coincidence. Huh? So what if it is? We happened to see a blue truck ourselves just today, one with a large basket loaded on the back. If that was the truck you told us about, then your statement about it not having moved in 2 days is a lie. It's Emma! Agent Lang. Emma. There you are, Mr. Edgeworth, at last. I've been trying to find you ever since we wrapped up the case yesterday. Kay sent me a message saying you were here, so I came here right away. And I found what you asked me to go look for. It was loaded into a truck in the parking lot out back. A blue truck. Oh, Lion hot air balloon. Smaller balloon used for promotional purposes. Saint is in charge of it and drives it around at the back of the truck. Well, well. I think that truck might be the one we saw earlier today. In fact, I'm almost certain of it.
Objection.
Oh, that was a... What? Just because it's blue like a million other trucks? What makes you so sure it's the exact same one? It's a Ute. No, I saw it too. It's the same one for sure.
Objection.
Huh? What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? That wasn't me. Worthless are the words of a man who can't back up his claims with evidence. Wow, you sound just like him. Show me. I demand proof. I must be able to prove it somehow. It's the same truck, I'm sure of it. Huh? What are you doing, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck? The engine's cold, which means it's been here for a while. No way! You can tell just from that? What can I use to prove it's the same truck? Luminol testing! Fingerprint, you touched it. And since the truck's cold, your fingerprint will stick. I'd like to have the truck dusted for fingerprints. Huh? Why would you want to do that? Because I expect to find a certain very specific set of prints. And if I do, that will prove beyond all doubt that it's the truck we saw in front of the big building. Whose prints will prove it was the truck we saw? It's yours. You touched the truck to feel the engine. Yours? You think you're going to find your own prints on there? I do. I do. Because I put my hand on your truck when I saw it in front of the big building. Let's see what we can find, shall we? Emma, could you lend us your scientific skills one more time? That's why I'm here. One moment, please. Already. Take it away, Mr. Edgeworth. Huh? Me? Of course. Who else did you think was going to do it? Don't worry, it's easy. I'll show you how. Fine. Although I don't see why you can't do it yourself. So just spread the powder over the area you want to search for prints. Like this. Moving the cursor around and pressing A will allow me to dust the area with powder. It sticks to the fingerprint, so once you found one, make sure to dump plenty on there. And then blow away the excess. Blow it away by using the mic. Yeah, with your mouth. Like that. Blowing with X should remove an excess powder. Alright, you got all that? Yes, thank you. Now to try it for real. I remember like when Ace Attorney for the DS was out back then and we had to play Rise from the Ashes with the fingerprint section. You placed fingerprints with the touch screen and blew away the prints with the mic. That was so fun back then. Oh, there's no such thing as too much powder, by the way. Go crazy. Okay. You know, there could have at least been a truck picture here, right? Or at least the hood, or the sides, or the tires. Oh, there we go. That's it. That's a nice clean print you got there. Can we compare it to my prints right away? Yep, leave it to me. It's a match. That confirms it. It's Mr. Edgeworth's print it's Mr. Edgeworth's print, all right. And with that, another lie is exposed. Nyark. So what were you doing in the truck? Oh, just driving around for fun, you know.
Objection!
With like gas prices, you want to drive around for fun? No. Kay was abducted 2 nights ago, and your balloon was sighted nearby. Then today, another abduction, this time involving a truck supposedly used to transport garbage. And your truck was sighted nearby.
Objection.
Coincidence, nothing more. You want me to believe that you were near the scene of two separate abductions simply by chance? Just be honest, you were involved in both. What makes you think they were even connected?
Objection.
A certain very important piece of evidence, that's what. Ha! Oh, this should be good. What connects Kay and Sean's abductions? It's the sedative. Sedative used in both Kay and Sean during their kidnapping. Brand name is 3Zs. Or 3Zs. Do you have anything else? Yeah, it's most likely the... Yeah, it's the sedative.
Take that.
Psycho ASMR win. When I'm desperate for subs. No, just kidding. Kay was drugged with a dose of a powerful sedative. And a bottle of sedative was found right where Sean was being held captive. The very same brand to this.
An ILL backseats with. If you want Watch Pies co-ride the clown car, please help me buy.
Help you buy? I could just ride the clown car. Anyway. Ha! I knew you'd try this. I knew you'd try something like this. So the same sedative was used. So what? Does that mean everything's connected? You know as well as I do, that doesn't prove anything for sure. Yeah, we must have something. There must be a piece of evidence that can tie him to both crimes. Cops, prosecutors, you, Miles, you're all the same at the end of the day. You force the evidence to fit the crime, or you flat out make it up just as long as somebody goes to jail. You're no different from a certain other evidence tamperer who we've had the misfortune of meeting.
Objection.
No, I'm nothing like him.
Objection.
Then show me. Hit me with your killer piece of evidence. You must have one, right? Ugh, it's no use. We don't have anything that can tie him directly to both kidnappings. Okay. You about done there, Miles? No more cheap shots left to fire? Editor, keep the plug in the video. Great. Well, I have a show to be rehearsing for, so if you don't mind.
Objection.
Objection. Hey, come on now, you two. There's no need to get all hot under the collar. Wouldn't want your good looks running down your face now, would we, Simeon, old pal? What are you sticking your nose in for? Hey, I just sensed the vibe getting a little harsh and heavy, yeah? Thought I ought to lighten the mood. Help me out here, Kay. Lift our spirits with a little dose of the old great thief magic. You don't have to tell me twice, okay? Let me see if I can do Simeon's voice. Here goes. Objection. What are you? Take this seriously, will you? Thought you could do with somebody running a little interference for you, Malster? Not the most ethical approach, I know, but again, Kay, again. We can worry about whether or not this is the right thing to do later. This is my last chance to try and prove a connection between Mr. Saint and his crimes. Mind chess? Let's forget the kidnappings for now. Is there anything else that suggests he is our mastermind? Of course. Canis was looking for a secret string puller too, the young pup as he called him. If I could prove that Mr. Saint was the same young pup, then perhaps. But what evidence do I have that might point to him being involved behind the scenes? It's the chess memo, right? Yeah. Retyped by the mastermind, so it must
Take that.
Yep. I think you and Mr. Knight were both communicating with this person, Mr. Canis. And that same person might well be our secret string puller. That's right. Our mastermind was involved in Canis and Knight's correspondence chess exchanges. If I can prove that Mr. Saint was the hidden intermediary between the two of them... Alright, that's enough. This is getting painful. You don't have anything and I have to practice for the show, so if you don't mind... Thank you, Mr. Fender. I can take it from here, and I can't take any more of your interventions. Whew, just look at that face. Yeah, I like it. Miles Areno's back in the game for sure. I'm Simeon, the funny clown. Look at me, I'm juggling. Okay, you can stop now. Mr. Saint, you're a fan of chess, I take it. Huh? Where did that come from? Chess? Sure, I don't hate it. Our secret string puller was playing correspondence chess with Mr. Canis.
Objection.
I thought Bronco was the one playing chess with Canis. You're saying he was your so-called mastermind? No, it wasn't him. Whoever it was went on manipulating events even after Knight's death. Take a look at this letter if you would. Who do you think could have written it? I believe it was the person who had inserted themselves between Mr. Canis and Knight. And you think that person was me? Why would I go through all that trouble? That's crazy. To make it appear that the two men were connected and communicating directly with one another. Wait, is this the same guy that Wright declared innocent in the case? Right? Wait, Wright was... No, this is not Max Galactica. This is not Max Galactica. But Simeon was the person declared innocent from an earlier case, but is actually not innocent as he was tagged the mastermind. So yeah. This is not Max Galactica. Alright, to make it appear that the two men were connected and communicating directly with one another. The very fact that led Fifi Lagarde to murder him. What? You're saying he set that up to try and get Mr. Knight killed?
Objection.
Killed? Listen to yourself. What do you think I am? Some kind of evil puppet master? You've seen me. I can barely even get the animals to do what I want. If we could find one of the letters he passed between Knight and Canis, that would prove the connection beyond a doubt. I'd like to have your room searched. I believe we might find... letters? You won't trust me. What? Once I'm done with something, I put it straight in the trash. Guess I'm not the sentimental type. Why get hung up on the past, right? Gah, he must have disposed of any incriminating items in order to cover his tracks. Guess you went in without the evidence you needed once again, huh? That's a bad habit, you know. So this doesn't prove anything either. We've fallen short yet again. What do we do now? Are we out of options? You accuse me of betraying my friend and you don't even have any proof? You're despicable. You're despicable. In the voice of, shoot, what's his name? Daffy Duck. Hold it. Who was that? Oh, hi. Miss Berry? What does she want? Sorry, it's just... I was thinking about what you were saying and... This Knight person, you mean Bronco, right? Simeon's friend? Yes. What of it? Does she know something? Oh wait, sorry. Despicable. It's not Daffy Duck, it's Sylvester the cat. Right? Anyway. Yo Milo, what's up? Welcome on in. How are you doing? I am doing well, thank you. Not too bad for a Monday. Hope you are as well. Alright, a letter came from him this morning for Simeon. What? What did you... Oh boy, a Deus Ex Machina. It's a Deus Ex Machina like event. Like, okay, we're out of evidence then. Oh yeah, I have this letter. What did you... How is that possible? Knight is dead. I'm good, just playing some Lies of P. Nice. How are you finding it? Miss Berry, we need to see this letter right away. Sure, here you go. Let's open it up, shall we? Wow. Opening up letters of other people, isn't that bad? It's another correspondence chess letter. The next move from the game with Mr. Canis. Can anybody Elsmel checkmate. Can't wait to see your face when you lose. But you were never going to beat me, not at chess. It's postmarked the 26th of March, the day before Knight died. I guess it must have gotten held up en route. Well, we do move around a lot. It's part of being a traveling circus. Our mail arrives late all the time. Interesting that it's addressed directly to you, Mr. Saint. Gah! This is it, isn't it? The proof we needed that you were the one facilitating Mr. Canis and Knight's games. One of the letters you would have transcribed into Braille in order to create the illusion that they were somehow connected. Curse you, Bronco, you're still getting in my way even now. I hate you, I hate you. I thought you were best friends. Simeon, how could you? Mr. Knight was your only friend. Huh, we weren't friends. Ouch. I stopped thinking he was my friend 18 years ago. Right around the time of the IS-7 incident. In other words, I nearly froze to death because of him. I was just about to head out and meet my dad at the contest. But then, Bronco showed up. He pinned me down and tied me up. He was crying the whole time, whining on and on. I'm sorry, but my dad says I have to do this, and if I don't do what he says, he's so scary. Stop it! Bronco, stop it! I have to go meet my dad, I promised. If I'm not there to taste his candy for him, he'll be so upset. Okay. So given that, Saint is Carmelo's son. And then Bronco is Artie Frost's son because he had the Paul Halik ring. Right? Yup. Okay. Alright, so... yeah, Saint was Gusto's son. Yep, Saint was Gusto's son. He needs me. If I don't go, he won't be able to show everybody he's the best in the world. But no, he locked me in that car with him and the two of us nearly died. He thought he could get out, but when he tried the door, it was frozen shut. We were trapped. And that's how I lost my dad. What? You lost your dad? Yeah, Bronco's dad killed mine. He was the son of a murderer. What does he mean? That doesn't match up with what we know at all. Simeon, the victim in the IS-7 incident was a guy named Artie Frost. Yeah, that was my dad's name. My memories got kind of scrambled that day. What little I remembered was pretty mixed up. So I didn't find out until later that my dad was murdered. The murderer was a man named Carmelo Gusto, a confectioner. Really? I never knew Bronco's father's name. Or maybe I chose not to remember. Just thinking about the sicko that killed my dad turns my stomach. Mr. Saint, are you sure you didn't know the name of the murderer until just now? Do you think I'd sit on it if I did? No, I'd have reported him to the police straight away. All I knew was that Bronco's dad tricked my dad. And that's how I knew my dad was the one who was killed that day. Bronco was a traitor. He helped his father murder mine. He was the son of a cold-blooded killer. He deserved to die.
Objection!
I'm so sorry, Mr. Saint, but you've made a mistake. A big one. A mistake? What do you mean? Artie Frost was a sculptor. He'd been working in France not so long before the murder, under the name Paul Halik. So I hear, but I don't remember anything about that. I wish I could. Well, I'm afraid it's only natural that you don't, because he wasn't your father. Huh? Is this your idea of a joke? Well, it's not funny. Not at all. You're right, it's not. But you need to know the uncomfortable truth. This piece of evidence proves that you're not Artie Frost's son. Oh, so we present the ring.
Take that!
Huh? Bronco's chess set? And a ring? Yes. Take a look at the ring for me, if you would. What does the engraving on it tell you? It's 2 letters, right? It is. This is the seal with which Paul Halik used to mark his works. And it was found next to Artie Frost's body 18 years ago. But why would Bronco have a memento of my father? The police looked for Frost's son for a long time and eventually they found him. The ring was handed over to the man they were able to prove as his child, Bronco Knight. What? But that's not... That would mean I was... Precisely, that you are in fact the son of Carmelo Gusto. No, that can't be. My dad was... I remember, don't I? Bronco tied me up and locked me in that car. It was his fault that I lost my dad. He deserved to die, didn't he? No way. So I get to see your circus thing even though I'm in jail? I was looking forward to the next move in our little chess game. So the show is just the icing on top. Oh, okay, no, that was tonight. Yeah, I think I'll enjoy it. I will, and hey, come back soon, okay? I'll be mulling over my next move in the meantime. Oh, speaking of which, I put a little something in your chess set. But you can take a look at it later. A little something. No idea what that might be, but thanks. If you hadn't detained me 18 years ago, we wouldn't have had to end like this. Huh? Did you say something? Me? Oh, it was nothing. Goodbye, Bronco, and farewell. I did all that, and now you're telling me that it was my father who killed Broncos? Then what was all this for? I didn't want to wind up dead too. I didn't want to be weak and vulnerable. That's why I tried to be like Canis. Why I stayed in touch with him all these years. And there we have it. The truth at last. Mr. Saint, you were Mr. Canis' correspondence chess partner. And you were the one manipulating events this whole time. You're right, it was me. It was me all along. At last, he's finally telling the truth. Oh, a sinister circus sound, wow. I was the one who witnessed the murder 12 years ago, but you knew that already. The president's assassination, just as we thought. Which means he's the one who drew the picture. And they knew it too. That's why Lagarde kept questioning me, day in and day out. It got so I couldn't face what I knew the next day would bring. I was a nervous wreck. Who could blame me for wanting to get out of there? But I imagine it wasn't as easy as simply running away. Winner would have sent his men after you. No matter where I went, they were on me. They never stopped coming. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I couldn't sleep at night. Even the smallest noise had me chasing shadows. It drove me crazy. So I joined the circus. At least that way, moving from place to place was part of the job. My whole life, I've been up against the chief prosecutor and the warden of a prison. No regular person could hope to stand up to people like that. From the time I was a child, I had nobody. But they weren't even the worst of it. The body double was behind it all, controlling everything. He may have been a fake, but he was the president of an entire country. What hope did I have? There's only one person I could turn to. Canis, the man who saved my life. He wasn't like Bronco. He really did want to help me. That's quite a claim. Strange to think our famously ruthless assassin winning the admiration of the child he saved. He showed me how to stop being a victim, to stop being hunted, and become a hunter myself. And they all became my prey. But I doubt even you imagined that the body double would ever go so far as to co-opt our country's police. No, I sure didn't. And as long as Winner was around, no evidence was ever going to stand. He even nearly managed to ruin things this morning. Lagarde almost got away with it again. But I know him now like the back of my hand. I could see exactly how it was going to all go down. So he saw right through their plan. How Chairman Winner would try to suppress the evidence in Warden Lagarde's trial. I see. And that's why you kidnapped Sean, correct? You wanted to force a guilty verdict regardless of the presence of evidence or the rule of law.
Objection.
Maybe I did, but how else was I going to make them pay for what happened 12 years ago? Whatever helps you sleep at night. But Winner pulled one last surprise, didn't he? He tried to kidnap Sean himself in the hope of influencing the verdict. In other words, you chose the exact same course of action as the man you so fervently claimed to hate.
Objection.
That's only if I'd actually kidnapped anyone at all. But I never do anything so wicked. Never ever. Me? Commit a crime? No. And besides, I don't hate the three of them. If anything, I'm grateful. If they haven't done what they did, my revenge wouldn't have been nearly as fun.
Objection.
So you admit it, your motive in all of this was nothing more than revenge. Sure, I admit it, so what? I despised every single one of them. But here's the kicker. I didn't kill anybody. The most you can blame me for is writing the odd letter here and there. A quick note to Ringer to tell her about Winner. Another to him so he knew about her. But the fact that they wanted to kill each other and one of them succeeded, that was all on them. So you take no responsibility for the fact that your actions resulted in multiple murders? Right? Same thing at Grid Lake. People are much easier to control than animals, you know. The whole fake assassination plot, I handed that to Bronco on a plate. That was part of his plan too. So Rook's murder was... No. That was all Bronco's idea. Nothing to do with me at all. Still, it moved things in the right direction, wouldn't you say? Isn't fate a crazy thing? You can't talk like that about the murder. Setting Lagarde up was easy too. I just made it seem like Knight and Canis were in contact with each other. And slipped the chisel inside the chess set. So it was you who put it in there. Yes, it was. I thought that might point everybody nicely in Canis' direction. Worked out pretty well, even if I do say so myself. Who knew that would be all it to make that awful woman murder poor Bronco? I guess she got to where she just saw enemies everywhere she looked. I know the feeling. Even the smallest thing can send your paranoia into overdrive. And then things get ugly quickly. I had front row seats for the whole show. You were the last piece to be put in play, of course. Who? Me? You solved both cases and finally brought down Winner and Lagarde. I guess you could say your powers of deduction were the weapon that put an end to them both.
Objection!
I didn't solve those cases for your sake. Sure, you didn't know you were doing me a favor. You were just playing at being an attorney for a little while, right? What did you say? All I had to do was Karen say no a few times. And you rode to my rescue like the hero you are. Was getting arrested part of your plan too? No, that wasn't something I expected, I have to admit. I never thought they'd take the chisel for the murder weapon. That was a real plot twist. Made by Blood Run Cold for sure. But then who should come running through with a turnabout to end all turnabouts? The greatest legal mind of his generation, my knight in shining armor. I bet it felt pretty good saving me like that, huh? You ought to thank me, you know. I don't do that for many people. You're wrong. He wasn't playing at being an attorney. He was trying to help you because helping people is what Mr. Edgeworth does. He helped me right when I needed it most. Okay. Aw, did he? You're sure he wasn't just trying on his dear departed daddy's shoes for size? No, that's not what he was doing. Come on, K-Meister, don't let this clown get you down. He's projecting, plain and simple. Painting other folks with his own grubby brush. It's not just that he doesn't trust other people. The poor kid doesn't even understand the concept. Doing something for somebody else's sake? Forget about it. He'll never understand. You think I care what you have to say about me? Consider this for a second. I've gotten my revenge on everybody I set out to get it from, and yet... there's more? You can't prove I incited anything. Think about it. I never actually did anything. What's my crime exactly? Explain it to me. You think you can pin an incitement charge? You think you can pin an incitement charge on me? Read my letters. I don't mention murder anywhere. If I did, maybe you'd have a case. Maybe you could say I encouraged them. But it's the same story as always. I'm afraid you can't prove I did anything at all. Wow. That's not true. You kidnapped me. Sorry, but did I miss the part where you proved that? All I ever admitted to was sending letters. You. Letters which didn't threaten, coerce, or encourage anybody to do anything. I just passed on what you might call pertinent information. Gah. He's a slippery one, I'll give him that. There's gotta be something we can do. What about this? Excitement stuff he's talking about. Incitement, Kay. It means to encourage or direct another person to commit a crime. In the eyes of the law, it's seen as equivalent to committing the crime itself. So then we just need to prove that he told them to do it. You say that like it's going to be easy. Guess maybe you're not so big on due process after all. You think you can make me carry the can for murders I had nothing to do with? Think again. I don't even have to talk to you if I don't want to. In fact, why am I still talking to you? I can think of one reason. The tent is surrounded. There's nowhere left to run. Really? You don't think I planned my escape too? What if, just to pluck an idea out of nowhere, I trained all of these vicious wild beasts to attack on command, for example? All I'd have to do is say the word, then sidle off stage in the chaos. What? You wouldn't. I'm just spitballing, but you'd pay to see that, wouldn't you? I could just as easily take Sean hostage with the gun I may or may not have in my pocket. Was that a gun in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Yeah, you know what? That would make for a killer show. You'll do no such thing. It's hard to know what lengths he might actually be prepared to go to. But knowing what we know about him already, we have to be prepared for the worst. Fine, I'll humor you. But once the curtain goes up on this little performance, it better be a lively one. Bore me and we're done here, alright? Yes, Judge Mommy's there. Bore me and we're done here, alright? Let's see if you can keep me entertained, shall we? Gah, he's not going to give me an inch. But there must be something we can do. We can't let these crimes go unpunished. Okay, that is a big-ass penalty. Oh my god, that's the penalty every time I'm wrong. Wow. Alright. Ads will start in around 6 minutes. I know it's 6 minutes, but I have to go to the bathroom. So, I'll take a quick BRB break. Enjoy the clips. Sorry for the ads. I will run the ads now so that we can continue on after this. Then we continue this rebuttal. So, I will BRB and run the ads. I really need to Wow. That is so good. Then you're gonna get either you're gonna get crushed or you're like Okay. Oh my god, that's so good. Nice clipping. Nice collision detection. Yep, perfectly normal box. Perfectly normal. Let's go. No, the end isn't. Yep, the end's here. Okay, I need this spring. Oh, no spring. Damn it. Okay, fine. Fine. Stupid bird! I swear if I reset again with this... Fuck this bird. Fuck this bird. This looks very bad. Wow, the Goomba is like stronger than me. Really? Wow. What? Please save the game. Oh no, I have a feeling this didn't save. W? I doubt this is a W. Come on. And we back. Alright, we continue this. Alright, you can't prove I incited anything. Rebuttal. Alright, think about it. I never actually did anything. What was I crying?
Hold it!
Okay, I don't have any sus statement. I don't see any sus statements here, so I think we just have to press. You encourage others to commit murder, and those murders were duly committed. And if I can prove it, you will be punished just as if you had done the deed yourself. Yeah, with what? With what's the word for it again? I forgot already. Incitement, okay. Chairman Winner, Warden Lagarde, and Bronco Knight. All were criminals in their own right and all committed unforgivable acts. But all were induced to commit those acts by somebody behind the scenes. This man right here. Oh ho, oh ho, oh ho, 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 ho. You really don't hold back, do you, Miles? But it doesn't change anything. You think you can pin an incitement charge on me? Read my letters. I don't mention murder anywhere.
Hold it!
Nowhere at all? What? You didn't look? I can give you a minute if you like. Okay, letters. Good luck getting your revenge. Do we present this letter then? No, that's heart statement. Report from Knight. Correspondence chess diagram. Wasn't there like a letter? Okay, yeah, this one. He's clearly confident that I won't find anything. He must have planned those letters down to the last word. Look, I don't want to teach you how to do your job, but if you can't prove I encouraged them to commit those murders, your incitement charge goes up in smoke. Too bad, so sad, huh, Miles? If I did, maybe you'd have a case. Maybe you could say I encouraged them.
Hold it!
I know for a fact that you made those murders happen. There's I was the one who made Big Bad Chairman Winner kill Little Miss Rosie Ringer. What? You told me yourself.
Objection!
Did I? And you can prove it? If you can't, this ends here. Just ask yourself, could a sweet, innocent boy have done the things you're saying? No. Ugh, I hate to admit it, but he's right. Without proof, we have nowhere to go with this. If you could only prove what he said on that phone call. It's the same story as always, I'm afraid. You can't prove I did anything.
Hold it!
The same story as always. What do you mean by that? Why does that matter? That's not important here. You know what is important though? That you can prove nothing. Nothing! Until we have some way of showing that he's guilty, we're just going to continue floundering. Either I thrust items of evidence in front of him and hope for the best, or I go over it all one more time. Whichever method I choose, proof is the only way we're going to get anywhere here. He confessed to me over the telephone. He told me he was the one who made Chairman Winner kill Rosie Ringer. I just need to find a piece of evidence that proves what he said on that call. Okay, Alright. Do we have the recording of the phone call? Recording of signals that were intercepted from the bug that was planted in case pin. Can't we see the transcript of the phone call? It's weird, we have the transcript of Al Down's phone call, but not this.
Objection!
Damn it, it's not it. Damn it, it's also not this. this be?
Objection!
Shit.
Objection!
Oh my god, wait. It's written all over your face. What kind of face am I making? He's a slippery customer, Miles, or you know, that's for dang certain. It's fine, Fender, I'm not about to give up. Hoping you'd see something like that. Well, back to it. I'll be cheering you on from here. I'll bet you're about to drop a logic bomb that'll blow this case wide open. I hope so. Either way, we'll get to the truth in the end. I just need to find a piece of evidence that proves what was said on that call. Is it the plushie?
Objection!
Oh, it's not the plushie. No, it can't end like this. Okay. Damn it. Simeon's enjoying this. You can't let him get the better of you. And I won't. I'm nowhere near done yet. The next piece of evidence I present will shut them up once and for all. Okay, the hint was he said something over the telephone. It's not the plushie. Okay, I don't have a recording of like where this.
Objection! Objection! Objection!
It's also not the balloon. The balloon is like the last evidence shown. I mean, presented. What else do I have?
Objection!
Okay, this will be trial and error.
Objection!
I thought it was the report. Oh my god, what is the freaking thing that we need to present here? Okay, we have the pin, that's not it. We have the forged letter, that wasn't it. I don't know if the autopsy report is it. I don't know if the building is it. It's obviously not the flyer. Not the combination locks, not this photo, question mark. Not the Torosaurus head. Not the plushie. Not the footprints. Security camera footage. I did present the camera footage already, right? It's the chisel.
Objection!
No, damn it.
Objection!
It's not the bug. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I need something that could either be associated to Lagarde or Winner or Bronco.
Objection!
So not the case file. Damn it.
Objection!
Objection!
Not the chess letter. God, what could this be? And the question is this even the correct statement where I should be presenting this? Maybe it's the fourth statement.
Objection!
Okay, let's start with the fourth statement.
Objection!
Anile backseats with, please help Pies Co understand how to be clown car mechanic by.
Yes, I am being a complete clown here because I do not know what piece of evidence I need to present. Oh my god, whose emote is this? Nice.
Objection!
It's not the sedative. Oh my gosh. Yes, he is making a clown out of me.
Objection!
Oh my god, I presented this earlier. But at the wrong statement, damn it. I'm afraid you're wrong. I have proof that you meant for at least one murder to happen. Because you said so yourself. Yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made Big Bad Chairman Winner kill Little Miss Rosie Ringer. What? I said that? Weird. I don't remember. I know you think you can worm your way out of everything, but this time you're wrong. I am? Yes, because our conversation was being recorded by somebody intercepting the signal from the very listening device you planted. It was? You got your conversation with a clown here on tape? That's what you're trying to tell us? No. Langsy says, a schemer schemes will swallow him in the end. Miss Lloyd, could you play us the tape, please? You bet I can. Got it. It was this part right here. Edgeworth, that's Gavel's cell phone. You're the one who yeah, I can't hear Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry. It was right around here. I was as surprised as... Dot, 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 dot. Then there's a bang, right? That's weird. Is something wrong, Miss Lloyd? I'll say, seems we maybe didn't quite catch the next part on tape, ahem. What? Why? How could it not be on there? Aw, poor babies. You think I'd leave myself wide open like that? Well, think again. There's something a little special about that bug, you see. It can be turned on and off remotely. What? I never knew they make those. Sabotage. Saboteur. Remote-controlled bugs? Sure, they exist, but... So you switched it off to avoid being recorded. Bingo.
Objection!
But how? You would have had to know you were being recorded in the first place.
Objection!
And I did. Of course I did. It was so obvious that someone was eavesdropping, and that's because... Miss Lloyd, was it? You knew about the kid prosecutor's kidnapping without any prompting. No. You heard that whole conversation? I did indeed, old pal, but I must say, I thought you would have figured it out all much sooner. Aren't you supposed to be a genius prosecutor? Now, where were we again? Oh yeah, at the part where if you couldn't prove incitement, it was game over. Ah well. Aw shucks, so my tape ain't gonna be old news to nobody after all. Come on, I must have recorded something you can use. If only that were true. Hey K-Meister. Yeah? The old buggeroo, if it was hidden in your pin that whole time, right? That shake anything loose from the old brain tree? I don't know, give me a sec to think. What about the murder ice cream man? He is missing though. You're the only one who's been directly in contact with him before.
Objection!
Oh, hi Francisca. So sad, relying on flawed evidence, desperately trying to make it stick. Well, that's quite enough for that now. Next topic, please. Save us. Oh yes, save me, Franny. Huh? He's trying to steer us away from our current line of inquiry. You're the only one who's been directly in contact with him before. Kay had a one-to-one encounter with him only recently. What if the sound from that point in time had been recorded? Miss Lloyd, how long were you recording the intercepts from the bug for? Started about, let's see now, 2 nights back? In which case, during which time frame would we be likely to find Mr. Saint's voice on that tape? 2 nights ago. Mr. Saint abducted Kay and took her up to the roof of the big building 2 nights ago. What if there was a recording from around that time? Miss Lloyd, quickly, play us any tape you have from the night before last. Huh? Oh, sure thing. Sure thing. That's the sound of the balloon. Indeed it is. Around that time, I imagine Mr. Saint would have been transporting you in it. Which means he can't have been too far away from you or the bug. Is there anything else on the recording, I wonder? Bang! Ka-chang! Wait, that noise. That was a gunshot. Bzz, bzz. You turned the bug off then, too. It seems unlucky for you. You turned off the bug then, too, it seems. Unluckily for you, you were a little late in doing so. There's no escaping it now. That gunshot ties you directly to the case. Huh? What are you talking about? Nobody ever even mentioned the gun. He's wrong. Somebody involved with this case discharged a firearm. I just need to remember who it was and present that piece of evidence that proves it. Which piece of evidence shows that the gun was used in an incident related to this case? Ah, crap! What was it again? That's the balloon, right?
Take that!
No, damn it. It's not the balloon. Damn it. Sad. Okay, wait. Was the person who fired the gun the same person that kidnapped me, do you think? Yes.
Take that!
Shit, that's not this. Okay, wait. Interpol agent, Penny Nichols, Sean Fenn, Verity Cavell, Dick Gumshoe, Eddie Fender, Francisco Van Karma, winner Fifi Lagarde, Regina Berry, Simeon Saint. Okay, his profile has also changed. Bo Powers, Tabby Lloyd, Excelsius Bronco, Canis, Shelly the Killer, Alf Aldown, Lucy Ringer, Emma Sky. Pin. Wait, wasn't the plushie like involved in that?
Take that!
No, it's not the plushie. I remember the plushie was found by the body. Was it the gloves? No, shoot, it wasn't the gloves.
Take that!
It's not that. Okay.
Take that!
Okay, so the gunshot was from 2 nights ago, right? So what happened 2 nights ago was Rosie was murdered and there was an auction happening. Did I already present the plushie? Building, security camera. Yeah, I already presented the plushie.
Take that!
That was just last night. Shoot. We need to find a piece of evidence tying somebody involved in this case to a firearm.
Take that!
No, it's not also the letter. What am I doing?
Take that! Take that!
It's also not the gloves. The
Take that!
bug. Oh my god, the person in the red ring. No, wait. Shit. Could it be the sedative?
Take that!
Damn it, it's also not the sedative. Truth escape forever, Sag.
Take that!
It's not the case file. I'm trying to remember if there was like a gunshot in the case. Okay, but alright. There was a gunshot that happened.
Take that!
This trial and error is so long.
Take
Is
that!
it the pin? It's not the pin, okay.
Take that!
I already presented the forged letter, right? Was the person who fired the gun the same person that kidnapped me? It's a possibility, but not a certainty by any means. Okay, the only thing I can think of the kidnapping is the bug, but that's just a circular argument. So if the gun was from 2 nights ago, I should like show evidence from...
Take that!
This happened last night, not 2 nights ago.
Take that!
Already showed this. Okay, damn. Okay. Alright, I'll have to just go through this one by one. Is it the truck?
Take that!
No, it's not the truck.
Take that!
Sorry.
that!
Yeah, 7 case file.
Take that!
Also this report from Night. Oh my gosh, what evidence is this? I'm like not clearly thinking. Okay, everything on page 1's not working. Everything on page 2's also not.
Take that!
It's also not this, damn it. Shows that the gun was used in an incident related to this case. This was the only thing that has a gun in it.
Take that!
And it's also not the answer. Oh my god. We need to find a piece of evidence tying somebody involved in this case to a firearm. Did I already present this balloon?
Take that!
Yes, I did, and it's not it. It's not that. It's not anything. It's not anything with the case from 12 years ago. I presented everything already. Right? Oh my god, is it the poster?
Take that!
No, it's not the poster, thank you.
Take that!
I already presented this.
Take that!
It's not the chess set. I should have that evidence, right?
Take that! Take that! Take that!
Okay, everything on page one's not. Everything on page one is not the answer. I think I presented everything except for the 12 years ago evidences.
Take that!
Also not the fucking trap. Oh my god. What the hell is this? Gunshot residue detected on right hand. Oh my god.
Take that!
Why did I miss the autopsy report? It's written right here in the president's autopsy report. Oh my god. Traces of gunshot residue. Wow, that was very well hidden. And where was Kay when the gunshot was recorded? That's right, she was in the balloon being taken by you to the top of the big building. However, the roof wasn't as deserted as you needed it to be. Yes, I was there with the president. Wait, not long after we started talking, he noticed something and told me to leave. And if a gunshot rang out shortly after that, don't tell me you didn't hear it yourself, Mr. Saint. Not when it sounds crystal clear in his recording. You're just going to pretend to ignore me? What else do you expect me to do when you keep spouting out your weird theories? We didn't just hear a gunshot on that tape. Ka-chang! If you listen carefully, you can hear that the bullet hit something too. Could the president have been aiming at Mr. Saint? What would the bullet have struck? Could it have hit the balloon? Yeah, it's the balloon.
Take that!
That was the only target. Right? I think the president was firing at the balloon. And if he was, what we heard on that tape could have been the bullet hitting the basket. Let's take a look and see, shall we? Wow, now we investigate the basket. Alright. Okay, there we go. A hole with a bullet stuck in it. There's a bullet hole in the bottom of the basket. I'd call that pretty conclusive proof. Ah. Well, Mr. Saint, now they explain not just the sound on the tape but the accompanying bullet hole. You see everything, don't you? It's pretty impressive, I have to admit. I doubt there's anything I could hide from you if you really wanted to find it. Just shut up and confess, will ya? Alright. No need to get cranky. What really happened 2 nights ago? I'll admit I flew the balloon up to the roof, but when I arrived... Judge Cavell and the president were already there. That came as a surprise, I have to say. Only the president noticed me and he made the good judge leave right away. Then he pointed his gun at me and fired. But why was he trying to shoot down the balloon? Oh, that's simple enough. When I arrived, he was just about to murder your friend, the judge here. Me? Yeah, you. You told him about Sean. What did you think would happen? Why would you think he met with you in the first place? He thought you were going to expose him as an imposter. Because she knew the truth about Sean's parentage, she was afraid. Ha, afraid? Yeah, you could say that. The man was a total coward. His hands were shaking so much when he tried to get rid of me, he couldn't even shoot straight. So you see, I just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. I was an innocent bystander. I meant I flew the balloon up to the roof, but when I arrived... Around what time would that have been? Just after 11, I think. That's when you and your pal went up to the roof, right, Your Honor? Yes, it was. No contradictions there, but the fact that we've confirmed the time is important nonetheless. And because I arrived when I did... Gavel and the president were already there. That came as a surprise, I have to say. So you didn't expect to find the two of them there? Of course not. Why would I? But it's lucky I got there when I did. We all know what would have happened if I'd been any later. He was just about to try and kill you, Gavel. You really didn't suspect a thing? I'm afraid I did not. I had no idea. Maybe you should have blabbed to him about the kid. Did you ever think of that? I was merely trying to... What kind of mother are you? You're lucky he didn't kill you there and then... He didn't kill you and then go after the boy.
Objection!
I'm your opponent here, not Judge Gavel. Now leave her alone and tell us what we need to know. Don't worry, Your Honor, I'll take it from here. I am in your debt, Mr. Edgeworth. As is Sean. I trust that you will look after us both. And I pray that the goddess of justice will watch over us all. Your precious goddess didn't even warn you there was a balloon right behind you. Only the president noticed me and he made the good judge leave right away.
Hold it!
He made her leave? But why? Wasn't he planning to kill her? Sure, but I'll bet he didn't want to do it in front of witnesses. Murderers don't tend to like that. She still didn't know he wasn't the real president, right? His secret was safe for the time being. And now that he knew about Sean, he could kill both of them whenever he wanted. You two got lucky when he died, huh? Why the frowns? I'd be smiling from ear to ear if I were you. I don't think anybody will be smiling until this matter has been cleared up once and for all. So please, if you would. Your wish is my command. Where were we? Oh yeah, that coward of a fake president. I guess with the suddenly appearing the sky must have shaken him up pretty badly and he panicked. Then he pointed his gun at me and fired.
Hold it!
You were lucky that the bullet only struck the bottom of the basket. Yeah, I tried to get out of there the second he pulled out that gun. Couldn't have my balloon going pop. But it was a close run thing. So you left right then and there? Of course I did. He was shooting at me. Are you saying there's a problem with that? That's percent a problem. In the end, you managed to leave Kay there up on that rooftop. Which means you didn't actually leave the vicinity, did you? Oh yeah, guess I forgot to tell you the next part. After he shot at me, he escaped through the hatch to the 51st floor. I hung around a little longer to make sure the coast was clear and then I landed on the roof. Would you mind appending that to your testimony? Makes no difference to me. After he shot at me, he escapes through the hatch to the 51st.
Hold it!
The hatch that leads to the storeroom where the items from the underground auction were kept. The auction? My memories are still a bit fuzzy, but the auction was 2 days ago, right? Indeed, the auction was being held on the 50th floor that day. And a bunch of people were going in and out of the storeroom while it was happening, yes. They were, which means that if the president really did escape that way as Mr. Saint says, somebody must have seen him. There's no way he could have passed through there unnoticed. The problem is the time at which each event occurred. But should times line up, I can think of a certain piece of evidence that could prove helpful to our case. I think I know what that is. So his story is that he just happened to witness the events on the roof from the balloon. If Simeon hadn't come along when he did, Judge Cavell might have been in serious trouble. So he's basically her savior, right? I don't think it's quite that simple. After all, he was there to commit a crime too. But in order to expose that crime, we'll need to go over his testimony in detail. There must be a hole in it somewhere. Alright, I know where it is, but I will stop here for a while. I need to go to the bathroom again, I'm sorry. So I will BRB.
Coburn64 backseats with. While we see the smoke coming out of Psycho's ears figuring out the case, now would be a good time to like, comment and subscribe. Hi YouTube. Yeah. Okay, back to you, Psycho.
Alright, thanks for that, Coburn. So, I'll BRB, I will run the ads, and we continue this. I think I know the statement, so yeah, BRB. No. It's the... You know, the way like that there's a slope here makes me like seem the setup is super sus. What? You know what? I don't think I want the clown car. You know what? No, I don't want the clown car. I think I want the clown car. And now I can't get this because clown cars have one ways to jank. Oh, come on. YOLO! You, jump. Okay, thank you. Okay, now what? Double door. Oh my god, that's not a fake block. That's the end castle. Oh my god, that's so good. I really need to like... Wow. That is so good. Then you're gonna get either you're gonna get crushed or you're like yeah. Oh my god, that's so good. Nice clipping. Nice collision detection. Yep, perfectly normal box. And we back. Alright, so I remember here. No, the president. Okay, he escaped through the hatch to the 51st floor. Now that contradicts with Lotta's testimony that he didn't see the president.
Objection!
You're lying to us again. I am? The president never entered the storeroom the night before last. Miss Hart testified to that fact. What? And you believe the word of a 2-bit hack over mine? I beg your gosh dang pardon. Say that about the chief again, I dare ya. I'll wipe that smile right off your stupid clown face. So we know Hart was camped out on the 51st floor that entire evening. But if our fake president did escape through there, then how the heck did he get off the roof? An excellent question, and one that I hope to provide the answer to next. We know that he didn't leave via the elevator, so neither that nor the hatch are possibilities, which leaves only one possible way of escaping that rooftop. How did the president leave the rooftop if it wasn't via the elevator or the hatch? It was the balloon. Saint placed the body inside the balloon.
Take that!
He flew. He flew? Yes, in Mr. Saint's balloon. Whoa. Quit fooling around, will you? Why in the world would I give that guy a lift in my balloon? There was a security camera in the elevator, and Miss Hart was on the 51st floor the whole time. There's no other way he could have left that rooftop. You know what the circus is all about? Making the audience think you're in danger. Giving them a thrill. But it's time to bring this act to an end. I'm not in danger here, even if you think I am. What do you mean? Watch and learn. Miss Hart, can I ask you something? You were keeping guard on the 51st floor the whole time, right? Never even blinking for a moment? Yeah, bet your big toe I was. I don't said as much in my testimony.
Objection!
Huh. So the noise, the sound of Miles' faithful assistant falling through the hatch, that didn't scare you so badly that you fainted? So maybe I ought to have mentioned this before, but I fell asleep for a few winks after that. Well, passed out unconscious, you might say. What? What happened? That explains the noise that caused you to faint as well, Miss Hart. It was the sound of Skay crash landing onto the storeroom floor. Well, so what if I did? Ain't a girl in the world don't get caught a little unaware sometimes? Sorry, Miles, but that's what you get for putting your faith in these people. It doesn't matter. Kay can't have fallen down the hatch until after the president left the room.
Objection!
Are you sure about that? Allow me to offer a little counter theory. The coward fake president fired his gun at me. Then he hid in the shadows until after your friend fell down from the hatch. What? So what if he did? What did that mean?
Objection!
Come now. Surely even you can see what I'm insinuating here. It's elementary. If the president hid until after Miss Hart fainted, he could have passed right through the 51st floor undetected. No. And there we have it. Your little theory about the secret storeroom falls apart. Did he have to do that to me in my own voice? That's right. Oh, and another thing. I might have let Sean's identity slip to our pal, the president, while he was hiding in the shadows. That's why he went to the set to try and murder him the next day, only to wind up being killed himself. That's right. It was Sean who murdered the body double.
Objection!
What possible reason could the boy have for doing so?
Objection!
Oh, a pretty good one. He already knew he was the president's son. And how did he discover that exactly? Because I told him in one of my trademark letters. What? He's lying. Oh, you bet I am. Huh? Or am I? Maybe I did tell him, and maybe I didn't. Well, Shawnee boy, which is it? It was my fault that Taurosaurus head fell off that roof. I admitted that much already. But I didn't find out about my dad until today, I swear. Huh. Well. I knew about the falling head thanks to the bug. But who knew it was you who made it fall and the president died from being crushed, was it? Ack. Alright, well that's confirmed at least. You were the murderer. Congrats on getting your revenge. That ties everything up pretty neatly, wouldn't you say? Although I guess you'd say something more like, and so the pieces fall into place at last. Well, counter my unassailable logic if you can. One more. The murder of the so-called president. You know my MO by now, right? I'm hands-off kind of guy. I just like to pull a few strings here and there. That was the case with Bronco, with Chairman Winner. So what makes you think I'd let that fake president set foot in my balloon? Besides, I thought he was crushed to death by that model monster head. And who set old Taurosaurus as Noggin the Fallen, It all makes perfect sense. That's how our imposter wound up dead, no doubt about it. And what was the motive behind the murder? The little truth I shared, just like I said. Get it? The truth? That thing you're so fond of? That's what caused the murderer here, not me. No, that's not possible. Well, is there a detective in the house? Somebody arrest that boy. Can't help noticing nobody rushing to slap on the handcuffs. What's the matter? Grr. Curse you. Just as I thought. Admit it, you're all the same. You, Winner, that idiot phony president. You want the real culprit to go free so you can railroad me into a jail cell, don't you? That's the justice you all claim to love so much. You only love it when you can twist it to your suit your needs. That's not true.
Objection!
Ha! Well, if you're not going to make the move, guess I'll have to step outside and speak to an officer myself. Once I tell them the kid here's a murderer, maybe then they'll finally do something.
Objection!
We're not done with your testimony yet, Mr. Saint. How did I know you'd make some excuse for stalling even longer? But you still don't have any proof, do you? Or any chance of winning this? Tell me I'm wrong. And yet you still want to prolong the agony? Well, as long as you know what you're doing. That's a big-ass penalty. What? Did you forget that little Shawnee's life is on the line too? Hey, Miles Areno. Take a deep breath for me, would ya? Why would I do that, Fender? Because it's times like these you need to kick back, take stock, and be grateful for what you have. The worst of times are when lawyers call me to show our biggest smiles, remember? The way in which the president made his escape is what you and Laughing Boy can't agree on. So how about this for a little thought experiment? What if it's not about whether the big guy in the purple jacket got on that balloon or not, but rather, under what conditions would Simeon have been cool with letting him get on board? A turnabout in thinking. Forgive the interruption, just my 2 cents worth. Or your old man's, I guess I should say. Maybe Gregory's techniques can still prove useful in this crazy modern era. He's right. Under what circumstances could the body double have been allowed on that balloon? He was a physically imposing man, and what's more, he was carrying a gun. Could he have been drugged? No, there were no traces of sedatives found during his autopsy. In which case, Surely not. Are you about ready to continue, Miles? And don't forget, this is what we're playing for. This is going to be tricky, but I have to tear his testimony down one statement at a time. Okay, I think I'm just gonna press one at a time. First, one last confrontation. Is this the end? You know my ammo by now.
Hold it!
I guess you have to just press everything. The strengths in question being those of Sean and the President's body double in this case. You seem pretty confident of your abilities in that particular arena. Is that so weird? I'm an animal tamer, remember? And what's the wildest animal of them all? That's right, humans. Didn't take much to get those two dancing to my tune. A little truth here, a little hint of revenge there. Somebody ought to thank me. I did this world a favor. Mr. Edgeworth, he's scaring me. Don't let him get under your skin, Kay. We have to stay strong. This man sowed the seeds of another's revenge in order to achieve his own. It's our duty to stop him, and we will succeed in that duty. Oh, why do people do bad things, huh? Don't they realize it'll just come back to bite them in the end? That is the case with Bronco with Winner. And so you insist that you had no direct involvement in any of what occurred. What can I say? I don't like to get my hands dirty. Sure do love to watch the action unfold though. All those idiots desperately trying to kill one another, and they don't even know I lit the fuse. I love it. Ha! You haven't changed. All you did 12 years ago was watch too. You're talking about the whole SS5 thing? Ah, stop it. Your poor papa, scrabbling around for answers and finding nothing. Shucks. What did he call that again? Oh yeah, rank incompetence. Rah. Agent Lang, please. You don't know the half of it, you damn clown. Your father may not have closed out the case, not publicly anyway. But it was thanks to his work that we're standing here right now. Sorry to butt in, Miles, but your little pep talk isn't going to magically solve this case. Now I know you have your theories. So what makes you think I'd let that fake president set on my balloon?
Hold it!
But it's the only way he could have gotten down from the roof of that building. Alright, let's game this one out, shall we? Suppose I took him down to the ground like you said. What's wrong with doing that?
Objection!
So you admit it, you did take him on your balloon. You're really obsessing over this one little detail. This isn't like you, Miles. And how do you think it went down? He held me at gunpoint and said, "Show me the city at night." That's ridiculous, and you know it is. Or did you really fail to think this through?
Objection!
You said yourself you gave him Sean's identity. Surely that was enough to win him over. Win him over? The man who shot at me? No. Then you must have put him to sleep and carried him away like you did with me.
Objection!
Very well, let's suppose that to be true for a second. Did the autopsy show the presence of sedatives? It's no good. He's just not giving us an opening. Anyway, never mind all that. There are way more interesting things I'd rather talk about. Besides, I thought he was crushed to death.
Hold it!
Actually, I have some doubts about that. I mean, if the president really was killed by the Taurosaurus.
Objection!
Don't tell me you're throwing your own pet theory in the trash, Mr. Genius Prosecutor. Aren't you the one who went to all that trouble to prove the man squished by the head hypothesis was true?
Objection!
That may have been my theory at one point. But that was when we thought the head was the only thing that could have crushed him.
Objection!
Okay, I was thinking probably the balloon, was punctured and it actually crashed on him. That could have been a possibility, right? President's body double was crushed under the falling Taurosaurus head. Fact. No. There must be something. Some other piece of evidence that could link this man to the president's death by crushing. Don't you think it's time we gave up, Miles? I don't like you watching you struggle like this. We all know who did it. The modelhead is practically screaming his name. And who said old Taurosaurus is not gonna fall in?
Hold it!
Sure, Sean was the one who caused the head to fall, that much we know. He even admitted it himself. Fantastic, so we're all in agreement? Well, everybody, case closed. Sean Fenn killed the fake president, and that's that. Somebody get those cops in here.
Objection!
Not so fast. This case is far from closed. Still scrabbling, huh? Well, alright then, enlighten us and be quick about it. If you can't, I want to see the kid in handcuffs. Or are you only a stickler about the law when things are going your way? Mr. Edgeworth, what do we do? What do we do? Think, Miles, think. If Mr. Saint killed the president's body double, it would have had to happen while the two of them were together on the roof. So what would he have had to hand? That's the answer. That will tell us how he was killed. He's not gonna make this easy, is he? We need to think about how the president died. It was a very particular case, to say the least. If we assume he was crushed by the Taurosaurus head, then the whole thing becomes Sean's fault, right? But what if that wasn't what the president was crushed by? There's something else that could have exerted a similar kind of force. Okay. I think this is the statement. I would think that the bullet actually punctured the balloon of some kind, right? Right?
Objection!
Yes, it was the balloon indeed. It could have gone crashing down on him because of the bullet like the president shot, right? Sean didn't kill the president. The president was crushed by a monster. You monster! What? Did you really just say that? You? Oh, I get it. He's the kid who can communicate with giant beasts, right? Did he use his special powers? The only person in communion with monsters was you. Sorry, but you must have me mixed up with somebody else. No monster pals here, I'm afraid.
Objection!
Why the false modesty? You're very close with at least one such creature. In fact, you can make this particular monster do exactly as you command. It was you who killed the president, Mr. Saint, and I can prove it. What? You're talking about the lion balloon? Yes, a quivering mockery of a monster filled with hot air, but a monster nonetheless. Not entirely unlike Mr. Saint himself. Sorry, you lost me. What are you trying to say exactly? You seem very keen to stick your story about having manipulated Sean and the president. But no matter how true you may have wanted it to be, that was nothing more than a desperate lie. Even the most skilled animal tamer can't make the dead do his bidding. And the president was dead long before he left that roof. Having been killed by your balloon. I get it. That thing may look lighter than air, but it weighs a few 100 pounds, right? When the president attacked you from the roof, you had to think quickly in order to protect yourself. The method you chose? Landing the balloon right on top of him. You didn't need to let him ride on that balloon, and he didn't need to coerce you into taking him. Because what you took away was his dead body.
Objection!
Wait a minute now, Miles. If what you're saying is true, the president would have been killed 2 nights ago. Which would mean the time of death recorded in the autopsy was wrong. It would? Wow, you're really losing your touch. Look again, it's written right there. Time of death, April 5th at approximately 11 p.m. Clear as day. Yeah. April 5th? That was yesterday, which means... Exactly. It means he died when the Taurosaurus head fell off that roof. Alright, Sean, it's time to be honest with us all. You know it's the right thing to do. You killed your daddy, didn't you? You hated him, didn't you? We get it. Who wouldn't? He just left you. What kind of a father would do that? No, that's not what happened. I already told you. I didn't know who he was until today. Oh, but you did know because I told you myself. Can my theory really have been so wide off the mark? I want to thank you once again, Miles. You hounded Winner and Lagarde until their crimes were finally exposed. And by ruining them both, you helped me get my revenge. Gotta love those powers of deduction. If the time of death matched up, everything else would fit. So, could he possibly have cheated the time of death somehow? Oh, and what is the other guy's name again? Carmelo Gusto? You even ran him down for me. That was some great work you did there. Of course, Gusto, the IS-7 incident. He killed Frost and froze his body in order to conceal it. Was it snowing that day? They determined that the murder occurred during the afternoon. He would have been an obvious suspect. I only wish I could have been there to see his downfall too. How can you say that? He was your father. It's so scary. Miss Lagarde just keeps asking and asking about what happened that day. Where are you, Dad? When are you coming to get me? Please, I need you to come take me away. Is it because I broke my promise? Because I didn't show up in time to help you taste your work? He was no father. He left me all on my own. What kind of person would do that? We may have shared the same blood, but that's it. Father? What a joke.
Objection!
You may not want to hear this, Mr. Saint, but you share more than blood. Hate him all you like, but you're more like your father than you know. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Fate can be strange sometimes, but this was no coincidence. You and your father were the same, even in the methods you chose. You deliberately threw off the time of death just as he did. That's right, we had to rescue him from a warehouse refrigeration unit down by the harbor. A refrigeration unit in a depot? I threw off the time of death. And how did I do that exactly? By hiding the president's body in a very specific place. Yeah, you hid it in the freezer, right?
Take that!
You needed to keep the body cool somewhere, and you also needed somewhere to keep Sean. Who knew that the two were connected? You're talking about the kidnapping again. Why are we bringing that up now? Because much as you may wish we had forgotten, we know that you kept Sean in a refrigeration unit. The same refrigeration unit in which you kept the president's body. Just as your father froze the body he was trying to conceal 18 years ago. What? You're saying I'm the same as him? The same as the animal who abandoned me? A sad irony, but an undeniable truth nonetheless. Shut up. I'm nothing like him. I could never be like him. He's nothing to do with me. And we're nothing alike.
Objection!
Sorry, kiddo, but I think it's pretty clear that you and old Gusto have more than a little in common. You even told us you didn't like sweet stuff way back when we first met, right? Okay. If that's not the product of your daddy issues, I don't know what is. Gah, you don't understand. You may have tried to disown your father, but he lives on in everything you do. You think the same way. And you're every bit as prepared as he was to sacrifice others in order to protect yourself. Your crimes were even exposed in the same manner. You couldn't be more similar. Breakdown? Is that a breakdown? Or should I say, I don't know anything about the refrigeration unit and the kidnapping. Nothing to do with me. Nonsense. You did it so you could blackmail Judge Cavell. We know for a fact you were involved.
Objection!
You're a real danger to be around, you know that, Miles. What aren't you going to accuse me of? But it changes nothing. You still don't have any proof of incitement or kidnapping of anything. Oh wait, are you planning on maybe fabricating some, taking a leaf out of the old winner playbook? Never. I would never do that. I can't let myself rise to the provocation. What was the line? No matter what happens, we must find the truth? Something like that? Ha! But only when the truth suits you, huh? That's how the law keeps people down, isn't it? And why I had to get my revenge myself. I got away with it. I got away with it all. Lagarde, winner, and now you. None of you can touch me. This is bad, Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't there anything we can do? Everything points to this man being our culprit, but we need evidence, even just one piece. Alright, it's been fun, but it's time we brought this little show to an end, don't you think? Stick around for the main event though, won't you? I'll even let you in for free. If you'll finally admit defeat. Hold it. Who was that? It's Gummy! Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Gummy, where have you been? I've been doing my job just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me. And Detective Gumshoe, do you have anything to report? I had them look into a few things real quick, sir, about a refrigeration unit where the kid was kept. It was registered to the very big circus, just like you said. Ha! And there it is, just in the nick of time. Excellent work, Detective. Well, Mr. Saint? Must be some kind of mistake. Why would the circus need a refrigeration unit? A valid question, I suppose. But we're no experts on the circus trade. Perhaps we could ask your department manager for her thoughts on the matter. Well, Miss Berry? We do hire a unit to store all the food for the animals. But I don't know where it is. I'll leave all that to Simeon. He's so good at that kind of thing. Ah, you fool! Simeon, you're scaring me. Such a shame, but rushing to find a solution after the fact so often leads to mistake. You even know that if the body was found in the unit, the suspicion would fall on you. So you panicked and moved it to the grounds of the big building instead. But you weren't counting on Sean being found in the unit when you kidnapped him. If only you'd known you were up against a great thief and an even greater detective. Is everything alright? You're looking a little pale. Yeah, don't think you've won just yet, Miles. You're missing proof for the most important part of your little theory. I am? Perhaps you could enlighten us. You don't have any evidence that I crushed the presidential faker with that balloon. And I know you don't because there isn't any. I'm afraid there is. What? If Mr. Saint murdered the victim as we think he did, there should be traces of your misdeed on this piece of evidence. Okay. Flecks of yellow substance found stuck on clothing identified as Lion Lily. So... Okay. Given to President Wang, recovered from on top of his body. Alright, so. The flowers should have still been on the body, which means it should have been on the balloon. Right?
Take that!
Analysis of the balloon basket should turn up the evidence we need. The balloon again? You already have your bullet hole. What else do you expect to find? We expect to find plenty, actually. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth? If there's truth to be found, then he'll find it. He's a hero of justice. He sure is. We'll find something for sure. Mr. Edgeworth has gotten out of way tighter spots than this one. But they said, we believe in you, Mouserino. And so does your pop. He's looking down on you right now, I know he is. Just stay calm and see this through to the end, Miles Edgeworth. A perfect victory is only moments away. Yes, Francisca, thank you. The president's body double was killed by the balloon. Traces of a certain substance will prove that. And you, Simeon Saint, will pay for your crimes at last. I'm looking forward to this. Time to wrap up the mysteries of past and present once and for all. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, deal the final blow to this unforgivably wicked man. This last piece of evidence will prove your guilt beyond a doubt. What should we expect to find in the balloon if it was used to crush the president? It was the flowers.
Take that!
When Sean found the president's body, he also found a bouquet of lion lilies. Lion lilies, symbol of the connection between parent and child. A popular flower back in Zengfa. That's your proof? A bunch of flowers that will be rotting at the dump by now? A bunch of flowers that Sean threw away? So much for your beautiful symbol of parental connection. That's got nothing to do with any of this. Ignore him, Sean. You threw those flowers away, that much is true. But the bond they represented remains as strong as it ever was. The president held on to them until the last, and Appledge provided us with her final piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about? The flowers Sean disposed of had been squashed flat. They must have been crushed by the balloon. If we examine the basket for traces of lion lily pollen, what do you think we might find? No. You don't need to do that. You looked over the basket just now. Anyway, if there was pollen stuck to it, you would have seen it. Those flowers are bright yellow.
Objection!
Not all evidence is visible to the naked eye, Mr. Saint. Huh? Emma. Yeah, I'd like to call in your scientific skills once again, if you don't mind. Leave it to me. Alright, let's take a look at this balloon basket, shall we? Ah, I've got something. Bright yellow pollen, just like you said. If it's from the same flowers, it shouldn't take more than another quick test to prove it. What? And there we have it. You murdered the president, and this murder you carried out yourself. No, How could this? No! You crushed the president with that balloon. Then you loaded his body into the basket and took him to the refrigeration unit. But why? Why go to the trouble of removing the body? Because he knew another incident was scheduled to occur that same evening. Oh, Lucy Ringer's murder. Exactly. If he had left the body there, it would have interfered with his other plans. I get it. And he couldn't leave the body in the refrigeration unit for too long either, right? Indeed not. So, while returning to the big building to drop the body off again the following night, he must have observed the fire Sean caused and the Torosaurus head falling as a result. That's what gave you the idea, wasn't it? To frame Sean for the murder? Yeah. You made it seem as if the falling head was what killed him so that my son would take the blame. Despicable coward. In order to achieve your aim, you lowered the president's body from the balloon to the lot below. And while he was dangling from the rope you used, he was caught on Sean's rehearsal tape. No, how did you? How did you see through it all? How? You manipulated people and you manipulated this case just as you manipulate animals on the stage. You thought you were all-powerful, but your reign is at an end. The animals look like they're mad with you, Simeon. Even Money and Azea. They thought you were their friend, but you're not. They're sad and mad all at the same time. Stop it! Stop looking at me like that! Perhaps they will when you finally stop clowning around. You're not cut out for comedy. Your tale is destined to end with a whimper. Sniffle, I don't. Get away from me. Get away from me! Leave me alone! Dad, where are you? I'm so scared. I don't know what you're talking about. I've done nothing wrong. Nothing. I'm not the bad one. They are. Why, Bronco? Why did you stop me from seeing my dad? If only none of them did what they did, I wouldn't have had to. I couldn't trust the police. I couldn't trust anybody. I was alone with nobody to help me. But that man, he helped me. Canis was the only one who ever helped me. So what if I used people I had to? Is that wrong? No, leave me alone. Breakdown. Oh my god. Wow, what a breakdown. It seems the game is up at last. Shelly the Killer? The Killer. Mr. Edgeworth, may I be the first to congratulate you? You have unmasked the person behind this entire sorry affair. Now, I am free to... No! Guns are so clumsy, don't you find? I don't have a gun. Please, not only are you carrying one, you were just about to draw it. You must have stolen it from the president after murdering him. This gentleman betrayed a bond of trust. He knew the so-called president was an imposter, and yet he employed me to kill him nonetheless. There's nothing more dangerous for an assassin than to be lied about the nature of one's target. If one does not know what cards one's opponent is holding, one can be very unpleasantly surprised. Okay, where's Lotta? I only see Tabby. But that was not your true crime. No, thinking you could deceive me, manipulate me, that's the crime for which you are about to pay.
Coburn 64 backseats with. Well, what can we say about that? Brutal, savage, wrecked. Absolutely taken down by Miles. Damn.
Thanks for the backseat, Coburn. But suddenly, Shelly the Killer's back. Someone asked earlier, where's Shelly the Killer? Well, there he is. No. Belle? You. It's been a while, the Killer. Step aside, Canis. This man is my target. I would politely ask that you call off this particular job. He'll pay for his crimes, but in prison, not at the end of your blade. And if I refuse, let's just say that I might not take the loss of the one life that I ever saved too well. You? Save a life? Bodhidharma Canis, the blind butcher himself? Hehehe. Preposterous, I know. But yes, I, who have taken so many lives once, chose to preserve one, that of an innocent young pup. And he, in his turn, saved mine. Something of a bond formed between us. Laugh all you like, I know I would. But I would respectfully request that you spare him. As one professional to another, I ask that you let this particular target live. Very well. The boy must mean a lot to you. Thank you. I am in your debt. You need not thank me. I simply see little point in the two of us killing one another. Now then, I bid you all good day. That was it? He let him get away? That was freaking Shelly the Killer. Oh well. That was a bit anticlimactic. No, get back here. You have my thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. This young pup needed to be shown the error of his ways, and you have done just that. Alright, I suppose we'd better be getting back. Our ironclad enclosure awaits. Doesn't it, Helmut? Yes, it does. Oh, hello. You killed my dad, didn't you, old man? I will not lie, I did. My victims deserve to be remembered at the very least. But I sense a great hatred for me from you, horned pup. In that case... Sean, no! You must not falter, little one. Here, you may use my knife. Take it and cut my throat. One sure slice is all it takes. I was growing rather tired of carving my little statues anyway. I want revenge. I want it so badly. Sean, don't do it. Please, Sean, I beg of you. At least I did until just now. I would have done anything to make you pay, no matter how long it took. Oh, but you should make those who have wronged you pay. It'll make you feel so good, trust me. All the pain, all the suffering, it all goes away. It drowns it all out, numbs it. Maybe it does. And listening to you, I thought maybe that's what I wanted. Sean. But it's not just about me. Say I get my revenge. How does that help anybody else? If I become a murderer, my mom suffers 10 times more than I ever would. And so would all the people I work with. They're counting on me. And they worry about me. Thoughtful words indeed, little one. Yeah, well I get it now. I won't ever forgive you. But I shouldn't be the one who gets to punish you. That's what these guys are for. My mom, the prosecutor, people like that. Sean. Wow, you may be young, Sean, but you're way wiser than I'll ever be. You could at least consider trying to better yourself, Kay. Very well, then I suppose we'll be on our way. With me, young pup. On our way to where? Where else? To the prison, our home. Our home? To be continued. Okay. And with that, the case came to an end. A case that had dragged so many people into its orbit. But as for me, there was one last thing I had to do. Okay, let's save. Grand finale. Oh my god. Okay. I was about to say I'll stop there for now, but it says grand finale, so let's just finish this. April 8th, 2:54 p.m. Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence Chamber. Oh, everybody's here. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Edgeworth. What's the big idea, big guy? Wanna tell us what we're doing here? Mr. Edgeworth. Your request has been processed and approved. Huh? Your what now? I asked for my prosecutor's badge to be reinstated. Your badge? What is the meaning of this? I am returning it. From this day forth, I am a prosecutor no longer. Badge 2. I still can't believe you did that for me. A great man once said that an attorney's job is to be a friend to the friendless, and to trust his clients to show him the way to the truth. That man's image will forever be burned into my memory. My father in the courtroom fighting for those who could not fight for themselves. Good old Gregory. But that was his path, your path. Mine lies elsewhere. Mr. Edgeworth, my path is that of the prosecutor. It always was. Well, then I guess that's that. I'm sorry. No, I dig it.
Nico Sitch backseats with objection.
Hey Nico, what's up? Welcome on in. Thank you for the backseat. What are you objecting about though? No, I dig it. And besides, I can tell by that look in your eye that your mind's made up. It is. Alrighty then, looks like our work together is diddly done. You cannot watch the game, so that's why you object. You're watching right now, I think. Just don't come crying to old Eddie if you change your mind. This club's now closed to new members. I understand. Hey, Master. Care to tell me why at least? How come you're so dead set on popping the old prosecutor's hat back on? You once asked me something, Fender. Are you going to keep fighting crime as a prosecutor or help people as an attorney? You're not even in chat? Alright. You are just a figment of my imagination. I'm imagining things. I'm going crazy. That's a good joke, but very spicy. Anyway. Alright, something tells me you've got a big decision ahead of you. Only one you can answer. One only you can answer. Drugs. I've been thinking about that question ever since. About how I mean to live my life. And now that this case is over, I think I finally know the answer. I'm going to help people as a prosecutor. But can't you also do that as an attorney? Spicy. It's really bad to joke about gaslighting. Anyway, enough of that. That's my opinion, but whatever. But can't you also do that as an attorney? Look at it this way. Simeon Saint was also a victim of sorts. There's more. He lost his only parent all those years ago, and with him, his ability to believe in a just world. I know how that feels. To lose somebody so important to you. To lose faith in everything. God, they brought up this image again. The DL6 incident. To doubt everything and to be utterly alone. To fight and to fight and to fight. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. But I was lucky. Somebody was kind enough to save me from myself. Objection! They almost showed Phoenix. Oh. Mr. Saint had nobody. He had no faith in the law. He felt that seeking revenge himself was the only option. I doubt even you imagined that the body double would ever go so far as to co-opt our country's police. No. I sure didn't. And as long as Winner was around, no evidence was ever going to stand. He even nearly managed to ruin things this morning. Lagarde almost got away with it again. I want to help people like him. And how do you plan to do that? If he had been able to rely upon the law, none of this would have happened. Chairman Winner made a mockery of justice, and in doing so, drove Mr. Saint away from seeking it. The law is only as good as its practitioners. It can be a shield that keeps the people safe from harm or a sword wielded to wound them. Just one among many of the law's greatest contradictions. You can say that again. Yep, that's what we folks in the trade like to call a legal contradiction. The law is far from perfect. But one cannot solve such contradictions in the law without engaging with it. I don't think an attorney could have saved Mr. Saint. But the prosecutor, a custodian of the law, I think perhaps they could have. I plan to take up my badge again and confront those contradictions at every turn. Very Malzarino. I like it. You know, it wouldn't be easy breezy though, right? Fighting the law itself, that's lawyering on hard mode. I understand that, but somebody has to do it. Oh, I don't doubt that, and if it has to be anybody, it should be you. Laws are like people, I guess. They both gotta grow and change. Adapt or perish, am I right? You're going to smash this, I just know it. After all, you're Gregory's boy through and through. And if there's one thing that man did not know how to do, it's give up. Eyes on the prize and straight on till sunset, that was his motto. You know what? I saw that same determination in your face the second you mentioned taking up prosecutoring again. You know what's really grown and changed? Hate to bake a great big cheese ball, but you. I only wish your dad was here to see it. He'd be proud as all get out. Aww. Fender, thank you. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if you're ready to begin, we can get the ceremony underway. Please. By the power vested in me by the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence, I, Verity Gavel, do hereby in the sight of the Almighty Goddess, reinstate Miles Edgeworth as servant of the law. The badge is back! Alright, you're a prosecutor again. That's the only thing left in my evidence. Ah. Best news I've heard all week, sir. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, I got a scoot. Your pops is going to want to know that his kid just signed up for the opposition a second time. Thank you again, Fender, for everything. Don't thank me yet. The next time you see me could be across a courtroom. Damn, I wish Fender was in like a future Ace Attorney game. And this face is a whole lot less roughishly charming when it's not on your side of the aisle. I would relish the opportunity to face an attorney trained by my father. I hope that day comes very soon. Bye! Heidi, Fender out. Welcome back into the fold, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Thank you, Judge Cavell. I owe you more than I can say. You do? You strove to right the wrongs of the committee from the inside. That must have been a lonely battle indeed. Not at all. I was never truly alone. That's right. You had the goddess of justice on your side. Thank you for teaching me that it's possible to fight in such a way. The contradictions within the committee are like those within the legal system itself. If we aren't able to overcome them, the real truth will forever evade us. I have you to thank for teaching me that, and for setting me on this path. I hereby swear to confront the contradictions that afflict the law and to overcome them. And I thank you for your commitment to the cause, as does the Almighty Goddess. I truly believe that such efforts are necessary in order for the law to grow and improve. I will look forward to seeing you in the courtroom again soon. As will I. You did not see the best of me when I last oversaw a trial. The next time will be different. I will show you what it means to serve justice with true impartiality. Judge Cavell, I don't mean to call your motivation into question. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth, but to my mind, the ideal judge is not wholly impartial. The ideal judge is human. Even in the courtroom, they laugh, they cry, they rage, they smile. Oh, is our good friend the old judge what he's talking about? And then when all is said and done, they pass down a judgment based in that very humanity. I'm not sure exactly how to put this, but perfection isn't always the loftiest of ideals, and it's certainly not the only thing to strive for. Forgive me, this is my opinion, nothing more. You're right, of course. There are other ways. I thank you for sharing your insights. Mr. Edgeworth, there's another reason I was never truly alone during my long struggle against Chairman Winner. Someone else was with me. Someone other than the goddess. Of course, Sean. This clipping gave me more courage than words can express. Simply having it near gave me hope. No matter how hard things get, no matter how formidable one's opponent, when you feel that we are not alone, we can keep going no matter how hard the road ahead. Mistakes have been made, but we must fix them. For Sean's sake more than anyone's. Like the mistakes made in the incident in which his father died. So you see, there is something more important even to me than the words of the goddess. Haha, though it may anger her to hear me say such things. Huh. So that was your secret weapon all along, the strength of your bond with your son. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps I should not strive for an unachievable perfection, but I must grow. As a servant of the law and as a mother. That I believe above all else. I see. It seems that we both have plenty still to learn. Indeed, we are neither of us perfect yet. Let us continue along our chosen paths and continue to grow as we tread them until we meet again. I will look forward to that day. May the goddess watch over you as you embark upon the next step of your journey. Bye, Judge Mommy. I lost the title of prosecutor, but now I have regained it. And in doing so, I have seen a new way forward, a new path for justice, and I am determined to follow the path until it finally leads to the truth. No matter how hard it may be, woe betide anybody who stands in my way for whoever. Oh my god, this text is so fast.
Objection!
Objection! We're done! Alright, I'll snooze the ads one more because this might take another while. Holy crap, that was a ride. Let's just watch the credits. We're mostly on down the way. I'm sharing what kind of leads them their leads might be. Come on, Chief, that's gold. Oh god, that is amazing. This is a good game. Set to fully heal even now. The bodyguard that inflicted it was a skillful practitioner indeed. I shan't be forgetting him in a hurry. Shan't. Never mind that now. Time to return to the life of a simple ice cream seller. Although I have been thinking that perhaps crepes would be more my speed. Well, no rush. I'm sure there'll be time to ponder the matter before my next job comes in. You might have knocked me on my butt last guy, but I ain't out the count just yet. I'll be keeping my guard up and looking for an opening. Ain't that right, Teddy? Found escape shenanigans. It will come out soon. Till then, it's training, and more training. Alright, while the credits are rolling, yeah, I just want to watch the credits as well. Still planning on becoming an anima stylist. Sure, I'm still studying every single day, still up to my elbows in mud. But I guess it suits me better than being a newspaper salesman. I plan to make it my new career when I finally get out of here. What's that? Is my release a few more years away? Now because I helped Warden Lagarde? Gah. Yeah! Why do you think I'm being so nice? Frank saw it, just being Frank saw it. Wow, there's 3D graphics. I'm so shocked when I learned what Simeon has been up to this whole time. I trusted him. I was his boss. Still can't sit around being sad forever, I guess. The show must go on. We can't let the magic department and the ventriloquism department get the best of us. We're gonna talk with Canister. I must have gotten soft in my old age, haven't I, boy? Yes, I have. 18 years ago, I saved a life, and the troublesome child is still keeping me busy to this day. And now here we are, back in a cage. Well, we'll have company soon at least, won't we, boy? Yes, our friend Puck. Things certainly won't be dull with him around. No, they won't. Samson. What dessert all shall we eat? Chocolate cake, sticky and sweet. Oh, so soft, fluffy, and light. You'll be dreaming of it tonight. I'll always be waiting for you, Judy. And I'll come visit you every day, just like you and Eddie did when I was in here. We have so much to thank him and Mr. Edgeworth for. Most of all, the fact that I get to eat your delicious desserts again, Samson. And not just you, they give me permission to keep providing sweet treats to everyone here. I guess spreading the gospel of candy making for all these years is finally paying off. Oh, it's Delicia. Oh, hello, sweeties. Fancy seeing you here. I owe you a great big thank you, you know? And dear old Greggy Pegleg too, of course. After all, it's thanks to all of you that I can eat steamy poople sweets again. I'm even thinking of making da-da-da-da. Snackers Delight. It'll make your stomach so small you can only eat snacks. So you can get skinny as a tent peg and love every minute. I'm going to make a fortune. Oh, we still have butts. I remember. Oh my god. Man, I've met so many beautiful people now and drawn so many beautiful sketches. Lulu isn't the biggest fan of my new work, though. He took one look at my sketchbook and hit me over the head with it. Bam! Just like that. And then she left. Because that's one less beautiful person in my life now. I've got a big decision ahead of me. Do I follow my art or follow my heart? By heart, I mean your girlfriend. You got that, right? Oh, butts. Oh, Larry. I mean, Lorice. Your name's Lorice, right? We have a bad sprite from... We have a modern bad sprite. Holy crap. Badster, the Badinator. Seriously though, thanks for the assist today, good buddy. You want me to talk about IS-7? I'll talk all day. Sounds like that Edgeworth kid is doing good work. Yeah, Miles Areno chose a different path from his old man in the end. A path that means we can't work together, but that won't stop me looking into him from time to time. You've come pretty far yourself. Holy macaroni, a compliment from Big Bad, Detective Bad. Am I dreaming? Well, flattery will get you everywhere, old pal. You ever need a little Fender magic? Just say the word. Looks like they'll be letting me off a little easier than I thought for what I did. I guess because you told them I was kinda forced to do it. Ouch. Ain't no such thing as easy when it comes to crime, dang fool child. Sorry, Grandma, I still feel awful about it, of course. But I'm just so glad I get to stay out here with you. Such a good game, yes it is. And sad that it's over. But we still have one more Ace Attorney game. Great Ace Attorney 2. Which will be maybe later this year. Science saves the day again, Ra. Good thing I happen to be around, even if I do have to jump right back on the plane again and go back to Europe. All this flying around is gonna get tiring. Still, it's all part of becoming a first-class forensic investigator. Guess I better get going. Oh, but if you ever need me, just say the word, okay? I'll come running, you know I will. We'll see you in a few more games, Emma. The greater one's father, the greater the pressure to be great. But Eustace Winner, was it? He has chosen his own path now and he will be tested. Just as I was. Miles Edgeworth chose to live as a prosecutor over how his own father lived. That too is a valid answer to the question we've all had to wrestle with. lang. My father hid a secret, bore a burden. I could only have imagined. I thought only of my family name, he thought so much of more. He thought of our entire nation. I mean to carry on that legacy, to fulfill his last great wish. Even if our president was an imposter, even if the real president is long dead. Even if it takes all my effort and all my men's effort, Zhengfa will rise again. I can't wait for you to see it. I gave up on the whole the winner thing. Told everybody to stop calling me that. Because I didn't win. My dad did it all for me. I'm going to start again from scratch. I won't let what he did ruin everything. And pretty soon I'll be better than him and better than Edgeworth, so watch out. First order of business, get a new nickname. Penny and Willpowers. Well, it was eventful to say the least, but we got it done and the movie's going down great. I think the murder stories in the gossip magazines might have helped. Wait, this is a picture of you, Mr. Powers. What? But why? Oh my god, he has the same hair. Yeah, that'll be a good name for that spoiled brat. DB. Well, maybe. Very much enjoyed the movie, Sean. It's nothing. Wasn't even a big part. The boy who befriended both Taurosaurus and Gurdy, they don't come any bigger than that. And it was your role you were born to play. You think? Well, it would be cool to be in the sequel, I guess. And I kinda like acting. Hey, can we pick something up before we head back? Wanted to get some lion lilies for my dad. Of course. And I will buy some too. For Amelie. Oh, post credits. Oh, I can't save, damn it. Phew, it's been a busy few days, sir. Unbelievably so. How did so many important cases all come along at once? There's never a dull moment when I'm around. Guess I'm just lucky that way. Wait, so all that stuff happened because of you? No, Gummy, how could you say that? And yet, I don't think the good detective is entirely wrong. Well, Kay, what now? Will you be returning to your thieving practice? Yeah, good question. What? You're not sure? How can I put this? I guess I feel like I've been trying to follow in my father's footsteps this whole time, you know? Trying to become a great thief just like he was. The Yatagarasu. Or, Yatagarasu, at least. But, watching how this all panned out for you, Mr. Edgeworth, it got me thinking that maybe I need to get out from under his shadow and live my own life too. Just like how you decided not to do the whole attorney thing. It's time to make our own fate. She's right. After all, nothing thrives in the shade. I'm going to be my own hero. That sounds like an admirable plan indeed. I won't be giving up the name though. Can't not be the Yatagarasu, right? Whatever name you pick, you'll always be K to us K and you'll always be a hero. Aw, thanks, Gummy. You'll always be my Gummy too. You bet I will, and I'll be doing my detective thing just as hard as always. So I'll be counting on you, sir. Yes, and I'll be counting on you too, detective. Just as I've been counting on you these last few days, you've helped us out too many times to mention. I think your next salary review may come as a pleasant surprise. Huh? Huh? Wait, you mean... What's the matter? I'm saying I'll see to it that you get paid a little more, detective. You will? This is unbelievable, sir. No way. Go, Gummy. It's like a dream come true. I can finally leave the instant noodle life behind. But don't think I'll be letting you rest on your laurels. Your work won't be getting any easier. I hope you understand that. Yes, sir. Understood, sir. I'll give you everything I got, just you wait and see. Bender and Judge Gavel set me on a new path in life. A path in which I will face down every contradiction that the law has to present. A path at whose end lies the ultimate truth. But can I really do this? I'll need to give it some serious thought. It certainly won't be easy. Nonetheless, Mr. Edgeworth, there's another reason I was never truly alone during my long struggle against Winter. Someone else was with me. Someone other than the goddess. Of course, it was Sean. Find out in Ace Attorney 7, hopefully. When you feel that we are not alone, we can keep going no matter how hard the road ahead. So that was your secret weapon all along, the strength of your bond with your son. The strength of my bonds. Oh, I almost forgot. What? What is it? I was trying to find other members for my Yatagarasu team, right? I do vaguely remember something about that. I never even found a single one. We were going to be unstoppable in our quest to steal the truth. So much for that little pipe dream. You're kidding, right? You already have a team. A team that can solve any case the world cares to throw at it. Huh? Yeah, I guess I do. The prosecutor, the detective, and the great thief. Between the three of us, we can hunt down the truth, put it in handcuffs, and steal it once and for all. I can't help feeling a little sorry for the truth in that case. As long as the three of us stick together, we got nothing to fear, right, Mr. Edgeworth? Indeed, nothing at all. My father followed his own path right to the end, and now I follow a path of my own making too. But not alone. I have some colorful companions to help me. As long as they are beside me, I won't lose my way. It's a new path and a new me. And I'll be walking it as a prosecutor, not an attorney. My father's path and mine are different. But they're not as separate as they may seem. Through the route, though the routes differ, the destination is still the same. Because, of course, both end at the truth. Ah. By the way, ads are starting. I'm sorry. And it's gonna say the end. The end! Oh my god. Turnabout for the ages. Okay. Wow. New items unlocked in the gallery. Alright, let's check what we have unlocked. Accolades 46%. Oh, okay, this is AA1. Turnabout Trigger, Captive Turnabout Legacy, Turnabout Forsaken, Turnabout for the Ages. We're unlocking everything in the gallery, okay, so I can't. Doing things my way. Objection. Checkmate. Everything old is new. Right over here. If we're going to see a familiar face in the distance from the bridge in front of the main gate just after finding Lance Amano, and for examining the side gate twice to see a familiar face in Ace Attorney Investigate. Oh my god, there was a right cameo. We missed it. Ladders and step ladders. Friendship or pity? Story mode is like no, story mode is like you just let the game play itself. That was it. Yeah, let the game play itself. We're examining Edgeworth's teeth while investigating Gumshoe. We're having met the creator of the Blue Badger. Examining all three benches in episode 4. Examining both the sword and the shield in the Primidoc statue. Examining the signpost, Winner's Education, for pressing every single one of Eustace's statements and forcing him to correct them all. Oh god. Like father, like son, examining the teapot. Glasses battle. How could you? Saying the worst thing possible to Eustace. Oh my god. Okay, these are all the art pieces. Does that mean there are Easter eggs in here if I like zoom in or zoom out? Oh, these are all the profiles. Verity Gavel, Eustace Winner, a defender, Gregory Edgeworth, Shilong Lang. The most important person.
Objection! Objection!
Oh, we get to see more of their like stances. Oh my god, this is amazing. Pat President. Wait, I didn't unlock Pain. Oh wait, we never really got to like talk to Pain. Yeah, Pain was in the game. Because he had a cameo. Archerato, Fifi Lagarde. Frank Sawyer, Regina Berry, Missile, Teddy, Regent, Cat, Rabbit, Pony, Monkey Guard, Prisoner, Eddie Fender, Young Fender, Tyrell Bad, Manfred, Tangaroa, Van Delicia, Gusto, Maurice Donem, Ron and Desiree. Oh my god, it was confirmed that they are there. Amnesiac K, Duchess Winner, Needler and Hertz, Hilda Hertz, Emma Sky, Man in Black, Lotta Hart, Penny Nichols, Will Powers, Sean Fenn, Simeon Saint. Oh, okay. Nice. Wait, was that Pearl? What is Pearl doing there? Holy crap. We haven't done Ace Attorney 1. No. Investigations 1, I played that already previously and like Dash just completed that recently as well, so oh, these are concept arts for Saint, right? Yeah, and to be honest, I actually waited for him to finish Investigations 1 before getting on 2. Alright. Okay. That is an amazing game. We're done with investigations. So yeah, that would be it for the night. So everyone, thank you very much for joining. Yeah, actually tomorrow I don't know if I'll be on. To be honest, I am just so exhausted in real life, so I might take tomorrow off. I don't know, I'll think about it. I might take tomorrow off, I might be on, and if we are on, I actually don't know what to be playing. We might try to start the messenger, or I might try to fire up a Civ game. Because as of the schedules, Civ 7 launches on the 12th, but I got the deluxe edition, so I might have early access as early as the 7th. So yeah, I'll think about it. Actually, we might start the messenger. That might take a week or a week and a half from my end. So yeah, then maybe after that, I'll fire up a couple of Civ 6 games before 7 launches in 2 weeks. Yeah, I'll see if I'll be on tomorrow. I'll update in the Discord. Speaking of Discord, yeah, please don't forget to check out the socials, YouTube, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Discord. I might actually think of streaming on TikTok once Civ 7 kicks in. Who knows? I might get an audience there. We'll see. But I'll think about that. Yeah. Anyway, I guess that would be it. I won't be raiding out, so yeah, we'll cut it there. It is getting late here. I do need to get to bed. Anyway, everyone, thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day, rest of your night. And I will see you all next time. Check out the Discord. I'll post if I'll be streaming tomorrow or not, or I'll be back on Thursday. Yep. See ya. Bye.